Hello, dearies. Yeah, I'd say wonderful good morning to you. Well, my cat doesn't want to. What's happening here? Why is YouTube not showing my stream? Shoki, this doesn't work for me at the moment, so please, would you? Thank you. This would be nice if I could do this on my own. Oh, yeah, that's nice of you. Yeah. So, yeah, we do have a guest, a celebrity. Welcome, Shoki. Hi, Terry. Hi, Gigi. Good morning. Wow, I didn't realize. Well, I thought Gigi might be awake, right? But Terry, hi. Yeah, moving my camera the tiniest bit. And I guess I will have to get Shoki onto my lap. I'm so sorry, my dear. So where is Diana if you need her? Diana, can you see this? So, Miss Fluff, I will have to take you to my lap. So, I would like to get some feedback from you girls. Can you hear me? So, hear me well? Let's see. I don't know yet because I just switched to my new telephone. Yeah, Terry, 1:30. Whoa. Lana, good morning, my love. Oh, thank you, Gigi. I am so happy. It was quite a journey yesterday, and actually, I just wrote in Facebook Messenger in the group. My husband had to set both the old and the new phone to developer options so he could find settings to get Google back up to work like it should work. But now I do have a a real Android. I'm so in love. Shoki, this won't work for me because I can't see the chat, ma'am. And you are in the way, sort of. Well, I guess this has to work. Let me remove the cat hair first before I glue it down. Yeah, so I thought, well, I wanted to join Pam this morning, but I am actually quite happy she's chosen to actually get some sleep once, for once. So yeah, I'm going to do this on my own. And when I was testing my setup this morning, I've been using the microphone I just bought for the old phone. It was so loud, so I thought, no, I'm going to try this without using an extra microphone. And I guess this microphone is just great, right? Also, the lavalier microphone, the recording sounded like I was talking into a can. No. So, I don't know if you've seen it. I guess I will need some black paper. So, was it in my last or I don't remember if it was my last live or the live before. We were talking about adding a pocket to this page here and still, okay, Shoki likes it. I wasn't sure at all because I really love the design. I am so in love with this and I didn't want to cover it. And Casey suggested to use a clear pocket and then it came to me. So using a clear sheet, emboss it, cut out the shape of the other pockets and then glue it down here. maybe, yeah, I will have to add, no, not maybe, for sure, I will have to add a frame. And for this, I printed another one. Well, it's on different paper, so I don't know if you can see this with the shadow of the cat. So this one is more blue and this is grayish, but I guess this will work out just fine. So yeah, I cut out this pocket and embossed it. For this, I've been using just, this was actually the cover for a folder, for a file folder. I keep everything. The clear sheets, the cardstock. Yeah, I still do have this nice blue cardstock, but it doesn't fit the bluish color in here. So first thing I want to do is bring this to size in height, of course, because the width I will have to decide sort of later. I'm not sure if I will be able to work properly with Shoki sitting here on my desk. Well, I still do have sort of 6x6 workspace. Fine for me. Fine enough. So I will have to add a bit more to get the frame stuck to this. Well, I can always cut it shorter, but I can't cut it longer, right? So let's see. Where is, oh, I'm losing my closure band here. Wrong side, again this side. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, and when I was cutting this out, yeah, didn't work as well because it's really heavy acetate. So I had to cut it with my, or recut it with my craft knife. And of course, I sanded it. So I guess I will leave the opening like it is. Maybe I'm going to add some lace, but I'm not sure yet. So what I want to do is make a frame for this. And no, I'm not going to sew this on because I would have to use a more shorter stitch for this. And yeah, in the end, the acetate would be oh yes, yes, Lana, second. So if I would sew on the cover, so the frame, to glue this on, I would perforate my acetate, and I don't know if this would be really sturdy. And yes, Lana, I embossed it. Well, actually, this is the second try, because like I told Salah when we were talking about the embossed clear acetate thingy pocket, most of the time you get 1 out of 4 when embossing on plastic. You really have to be quite careful with this so your embossing doesn't break. Let's see. And yeah, actually it might very well be that I miss a lot of the chat, not only because I miss a lot of the chat anyway, but because I always have to get Shoki's head out of the way. She's sitting right in front of my tablet at the moment. Oh, this cat. So let's see. Yeah, I actually rearranged my desk, setting the tiniest bit. So now I do have my tablet right in front of me instead of to the right. Makes it much easier to follow the chat. Well, I had to move hubby's photograph. I don't know where to put it at the moment. And I don't know if I told you already. Um, Having his photograph here is quite important for me because, well, uh, I'm feeling pretty safe with you girls. So, like I told you, you are family, right? But I need someone I trust to be able to speak freely. Hi, Queen Bee. Good morning. Yeah, so I will need this photo uh, in time, maybe quite soon. I don't know. Still, my channel isn't growing that much, which I like, actually. So I am not really sure. So this is the picture. Is it? I guess. Well, should be, right? I'm confused here. Ah, so I will need this part. So let's see. Shoki, I actually need a bit more space here. Yeah, I know you don't mind, right? It's perfectly fine for you this way. Okay, I get it. I get it. uh, Ma'am, you're casting quite a big shadow here. I can't see the. Don't eat my papers. Crafting fun with a fluffy cat. Well, why not? Oh yes, Lana. It you know, sometimes I feel really bad hearing about women, older girls, having not found their soulmate yet. And yeah, I really feel bad telling them that I have. But actually, on the other hand, it took me quite some time and a lot of tries, to be honest. That tries. Well, I was lucky. I didn't have the most, the worst experience, right? But you know, I would like to tell every woman having still a hard time with their men or their boys or whatever. Sometime you will find someone, but then again, I know many of us, me too, were raised to, yeah, stay with your man. Shocky, this doesn't work for me. uh, yeah, so really, sometimes I don't know. I don't feel comfortable saying Javi and I are a great team. Mm. Shocky, Queen Bee says hi. Terry, what did you make? Finish on some glowing on your reference headed to bed. Whoa. Oh. Oh yes. Oh. So Terry, you will have finally a family breakfast today. Shoki, you can't play with this. Well, you can, but I don't want you to. No. It's mine. How dare you? This cat. Let's see. I guess I'm going to glue this on with a bit of overlap. Oh, thank you, Lana. That's really sweet. That's really, really sweet. Uh, well, Queen Bee, she isn't assisting in cutting, in helping cutting paper, but in helping hiding paper, right? So everything lacy and yeah, sort of cut to strips is an adventure to her. Sometimes she's quite the playful, curious one. And because I was trying to sort of get a better setup here this morning, I didn't have that much time to have sort of, yeah, a regular morning with her, sitting in the kitchen, watching my breakfast TV, aka Pam's Life, having her on my lap. Yeah, wasn't that much time today, but I guess she will survive because you and now pull. Yeah, if you take it and pull, you can play with it. Okay, let me get this off for you a bit more. She's reminding me so much of Harley at the moment. It's here, not my hand. Hmm. Funniest thing, Lana, is she isn't that playful usually. I don't know what's happening at the moment. I guess she's quite comfortable here. Do you want another piece? Let me get one. Only for you. Here is your piece of paper. See? Oh, yeah, not that playful is not correct. I made a video of her. I was emptying the dishwasher and I had the round lid of my rice cooker, so my Tupperware rice cooker on the it was too funny, sorry. On the countertop, and she sat there and at one point she started playing with it and was like watching what will happen if I turn it left, if I turn it right, and the lid was turning and turning and turning. So funny. So, well, no, I did use the darker ink all the time, so I'm going to use it here as well, like this. And I actually would like to add some shimmery accents here on top, but I don't believe I do have a paint besides acrylic paint that would stick on acetate. I mean, even acrylic paint wouldn't stick very well. So are you done playing, Shoki? Yeah? Just watching and listening. Not the ink papers, please. What is happening? She's always looking at the door. I don't know if hubby already got up. It's 9:44 in the morning and he will be on the late shift today. Yeah, the late shift. So I actually don't even know when he has to get up this morning. And I didn't want to wake him and tell him that I'm going live. It's mine, not yours. Pam had. Oh, you mean the tearing because of embossing, Lana? This seems to be way too, well, it'll fit. So let's do it like this. And add another strip down here. Yes. So just tearing and tearing and tearing. So I actually tried to do the boring stuff up front. So like cutting the pocket to size and embossing. I also made, oh, I actually can show you. Give it to me. I also made another of those book spines. I've been using one on the other side. No, actually here. On the other side of the page, actually. So here I've been using a book spine, an old book spine with linen glued to it, so book binders fabric, and I just added some mixed media thingy stuff after I got the idea from Casey. So Casey actually is a gold mine for mixed media ideas, just as dye is actually. I'm gonna be making this maybe later, I don't know yet, but I guess I won't be on that long, because like I told you, hubby is sort of on his way to work. Usually they don't work on Saturdays, but it seems the whole world needs vacuum cleaners and what's it called? Thermomixes en masse at the moment. So they have to work on Saturdays too. I guess I want to do this before I glue something onto it. Let me get my sort of copper paint. I have something much better. I do have tempera paint. So this is translucent, and now I will have to find my sanding block. So I'm going to sand the raised embossing here a bit, maybe a bit more, so that my paint sticks better to the acetate. Just roughening this up a tiny bit. I don't, Lana, I don't want the entire pocket to be covered. I only want the raised, so the embossing, the raised embossing. This was double, right? So I only want the embossing to be the tiniest bit shimmery. So I'm using just, hopefully, a bit of paint. I mean, if I don't like it, I just can wash it off later when it's not all dried yet. Yeah, I guess Shelby, it's really the tiniest bit boring what I'm doing here. Maybe. So yeah, actually now you can see the embossing already. Let's see. Yeah, doesn't make that much of a difference on the background of the paper. Why am I always taking off this black sheet here? So let's see. I need my tile. I guess I put my tile to the countertop. I did. So, and I will just hopefully just add the tiniest bit of paint, of paint to the tile, because I don't need much. And again, I forgot to wet my rag. So, because I'm pretty much sure I will need this. Oh, I should move the papers aside here so I don't get them wet while the rag is hanging there. Let's see. Hopefully this will work like I intended to work. Now, Shoki, this is not for you. No, 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 no. Well, I guess the tempera paint won't work too well. Well, actually, it's really cheap paint also. So, I'm not sure. Let's try something different. So I'm going to rub this all over, and I'm just coloring the entire sheet, the tiniest bit, just a shimmer. Then I'm going to let this dry. And maybe I will have a better surface for the other acrylic paint, so the real acrylic paint, to stick on my raised embossing. Shoki, this is really not for you. I am so sorry. You don't want to eat plastic. I do have makeup sponges, Lana, but only the cheap, the really cheap ones. Yeah. You know, when I bought them, I didn't see why I have to pay, why I would have to pay, or would want to pay. Ooh, that was way too much. 120 each when I can have a pack of, I guess it was 5 for 150. Yeah, now I know why, because you use them with acrylic paints and they just fall apart. Shoki, no, 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 no. So the tempera makes this just the tiniest bit shiny and sort of aged looking, I'd say. Let's set this aside. And since I do have the paint here already, maybe I just can add, let's see, a bit here to the edges. Yes, yes, I guess that'll work. Sort of. If I'm very, very careful. Waste not, want not, right? Okay, yeah. Shoki is cleaning herself, washing. I guess she made herself at home, and I don't have my desk for myself anymore. Maybe if hubby gets up soon, or in the next half an hour, I will be lucky. She will run over to the kitchen and beg for food. She's always hungry. But I mean, look at her. She's, oh my gosh, the poor thing is so, so thin. And her sister is the same, always hungry as well. and very loud if they're hungry. Let's see. Oh yes, I like this, but I'm not going to do this for all the cards, just some. So I just can use up what's left here while the acetate sheet for the pocket is drying. Yes, yes. So what is everybody up to today, or some of you tomorrow? Any crafting plans for today? Oh, my neighbor's pets. Yeah. uh, Queen bee, I know this, or I remember the pets, the neighbor's pets of my grandma's doing this. Once she's been sitting in the backyard, like she did in summer almost every afternoon at about 3 o'clock. So for coffee time, she was, yeah, her times were really, really regular. And I remember one time a bird was coming very close and just sitting about 10 centimeters away from her feet, looking at her, tilting its head. It was just so cute. And also, whenever there were pets in a household, they would come to my grandma for sure. Our cat loved my father to pieces, but whenever my grandma was with us, so visited us, the cat was all grandma. He didn't move like half a meter from her side. It was so, so cute. Yeah, that's why I said, or maybe plans for tomorrow, Queen Bee, because yeah, time zones are the tiniest bit annoying. We all get confused all the time. I already had breakfast. It was necessary because it's 10 now and I'm up since 5:30 on a Saturday. No, my son doesn't have to go to school today. But like I told Pam already, he has trained me quite well. So I can't sleep much longer than, yeah, 7-ish anymore. Great, just great. And oh yeah, Diddy, crafting. Weekends are for crafting. Well, of course, a bit of family time, right? But we don't want to spoil them and lose our crafting time options. We don't want them to get used to us being available all time, right? Excuse me. Lana, what are your plans? Oh, you also will have family time today. Well, sometimes, I mean, giving them the tiniest bit of family time should do it. Well, I can talk. I'm lucky. My son came home yesterday. Mom, it could be that I'm going to go on a spontaneous base to my bestie. He lives about 100 kilometers from here. So, yeah, in the town where Max has lived with his father some time ago. It took only 3 minutes, then Marcel called. Yeah, you can come visit. So I have seen my son yesterday. Yeah, when I got him out of bed, and for 10 minutes when he came back home. Why do I have to approve this comment? Night Terry, Sweet Dreams hung. Was held for review. What? Yeah. Good night, Terry. Sleep well. Have a fun time with your men tomorrow. Ooh. Oh yeah, it seems. Well, it sounds like my daughter's in-laws are coming today because my son-in-law is already vacuuming right above. Mm. Sorry, I needed a zip. So let's see. Yes, this is all dry. Let's see how this looks so far on the page without adding too much. Why do I have this all stacked here? Well, it's already more visible, but I still want this to be visible a bit more. It's really, it's the same like with my staples in here. So binding in the journal pages with the staples. Yeah, Pam was like, why? But really, I wanted staples, so I did staples, right? Now, let's see, I do have this. I actually also have a sort of dried out Stazen gold ink pad. I hate it. I really hate it. I don't know if I ever will be able to reactivate it. I don't know. I have no problem whatsoever with the black StazOn ink. I use this sometimes to stamp on acetate. For example, photo negatives. But this gold ink pad dried out, well, I already knew I have to re-ink this this ink pad every time I want to use it, no matter what. But it dried out anyway, so I wasn't happy. It's not raised enough to do this with my finger. Oh, maybe, just maybe. I don't know. So this, where, excuse me, what's happening? Oh, I'm trying to find my gold re-inker somehow, somewhere. Where did I put it? I know, I just saw it somewhere. Here you are. So let's see. These are, by the way, the makeup sponges, Lana, I do have, and they are, yeah, really cheap. And let's try this. No, they really don't work well for me. Let's see. Well, no, it's really not raised enough here. So this is what happened to my ink pad. The foam is still firm, like it was before, but it has a sort of hardish crust film. I don't know how to call this. So let's see if I can re-ink it. I don't know. I think this stays on ink. Yeah, it is solvent ink. I should be able to reactivate it if it doesn't work. Shake, shake, shake with alcohol. But first I'm going to try and re-ink it. So maybe if I can open the bottle. I haven't used this in a while. I wanted to buy a new gold ink pad when I was at the craft store last week. And Svea, the owner, told me she didn't have the, what's it called? So the Memento dewdrops, I guess it is, anymore. Because the elementary school wanted to make something with gold inks and they bought all the mini pads. She has to reorder. Well, that'll do for now. Let's see. Well, it seems, it seems the middle of this is still soft enough. This actually could work. I'm not going to add too much. Queen Bee, sleep well. Have a wonderful weekend. And I guess we're going to see you at Pam's next week or tomorrow morning. Ooh. It sort of works, but I rearranged my desk, so I still don't find my stuff. Well, I guess I won't have to add the gold on the embossing all over, right? Only part of it can also look nice. Shoki, you're casting quite a shadow here. I can't see what I'm doing actually. Ooh, I guess. Well, it's just a spot here and there, but that's also nice. So adding the ink to embossed paper really is much more easy than to the embossed acetate. Oh yes. Actually, it's almost only the leaves here. I think I like it. Maybe I'm going to try and add some gold painting with a no, I don't like it because it's beginning to smear where I added too much. So Let's try this again. Shoki, this you won't like. This is alcohol. I'm pretty much sure you will just flee. So flee, you fool. There you go. Thank you. I'm sorry I had to demonstrate, otherwise you would have been here in the middle of my crafting. Oh, ah. Well, I just figured I'm not going to be able to get it off all. So it will just look the tiniest bit grungy. That's also nice. Where is my page? Let's see. It doesn't show as much. Dang it. I really, let's test another. I really want to have, that's too yellow. I guess I do have another gold. Oh, I also have a brass color. Do I? Let's see. This is sort of copperish. Oh yeah, this one I really, really like. So again, let's clean this. And then I'm going to paint this just with my pen. But since I don't want to bore you, I'm only going to make the edges, sort of, and here on top the edge, because when I'm using the pen, I can do this after the life. It sounds like afterlife. Sorry. Really wasn't my intention. Oh my goodness. So let's add a copper brass. It's more of brass, I'd say. Border here all around, like so. So this will be colored here. Just the tiniest bit of a line. Yes, I like it. I like it. Yeah, like so. And then I will add a bit of painting to where my paper will overlap, so I will have the painting here already when I'm gluing down the frame, and I don't have to worry about the embossing or not being able to paint the embossing because it's too close to my paper, to my frame. Oh yes, me likes very, very much. So just the edges. And before you ask, yeah, I do things like this a lot. So just going slowly and painting stuff, or like in yesterday when Pam untangled her sari silk. I like to do such things, but setting up a phone, no. I was so stressed out yesterday evening when hubby came home. Well, I did most of it. No, not most. Well, I was able to set up my account, but it always it's almost always told me account not found, backup not found, wallet not found, and it was so annoying. Hubby tried himself, yeah, and then he had to activate developer options, which is totally different thing, so on a quite another scale, because most of the descriptions in the developer options are like cryptic, even for people who know much more than I know about this stuff. He had a hard time setting up the backup or copying the backup to my new phone, but I guess now it works. Hey, I guess that'll do. Yeah, he actually also had to ask my son-in-law because he bought this phone last year. He didn't have that, oh, 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 that many problems setting this up because he was going from Samsung to Samsung. But he already played a lot with, you know what? Wow. So if I leave the middle like it is, I do have this frame and in the middle still the embossing. I guess this is what I'm going to do. This looks great because painting all of this, now that I do have it here, sort of in person. Hey, Juju. Yeah, I like the framed, double framed idea much better. So let's just put on this and I will have to add a bit more here before I glue this on. Like so. Here we go. Yes. So, Lana, did you already decide on what phone you want to buy? One suggestion, just buy a phone that is sort of common. So like very often sold. Because if you do have issues, you really will find the answers on YouTube, etc. very easy, because many people might have the same issues. When hubby was looking for solutions for the Xiaomi phone yesterday, of course, he didn't find as much. Not fun. Really not fun. I guess, yeah, I want to ink the back sides as well because you might see the tiniest bit. This I need another paper. Because the one I've been using just now is coated. Cat hair all over. And yeah, the ink will just smear. What ink do I want to use? Dark brown or yeah, let's just use the dark brown ink, right? Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, Lana, I found that well, yesterday actually, the Ultra series from 22 to today is really, really great. Well, the only reason why hubby bought this 25 was because of the camera. I guess the camera in the 24 was the same already, but the 24 would have, oh no, we didn't get the 24 new, only refurbished. No. You know, if I buy refurbished from a local vendor, okay. But buying refurbished online, I don't trust all these refurbishing companies enough with my money or my patience, to be honest, to sell me a refurbished phone. No. Well, if I just would use it for phone calls, of course, I would have bought a cheaper telephone, but I'm using it as a camera, so it's, yeah, like I found out yesterday when everything was finally set up, I can use this as my entire studio, the 25. Woohoo! See you, Lana. Thanks for being here. And have fun today with your son. Or, yeah, the oldest is also a son, right? So, where is my double-sided tape gone? Oh, right in front of me. This is a bit narrow, right? Really? I have either or. I guess I will have to go to my stash. Oh, Juju! Lana, I finished it. Juju! Pam made me a BRB sign, which looks quite German because of the antlers down here. And I made a frame for it that looks even more German. So, having to find some more tape. My last. Thank you, Lana. It turned out just great. And now Bluebird. And maybe Pam should take a photo of this and send it to Bluebird or provide it for Bluebird so he can see what grunge really is. Juju Bluebird, so the AI program Pam is using, interpreted Gothic and grunge as, yeah, quite German actually. Let's see. Chicken in a tractor? Why not? Sounds fun. But I hope no such thing happened actually on your farm. Because, well, it would be hilarious, right? I actually would like it. So I know I had, here, some ink here somewhere. Here we go. Just adding the frame pieces. Maybe like this. So, and here do we go up until here. So a bit overlapping. And here I will have to sort of, yeah, rip it off the tiniest bit so it does fit the shape of the die cut on top. There is quite some noise in the stairwell this morning. I would like to know what's happening. Very unusual. Not that I'm curious. No, not me. Well, I'm not sitting at the window all day. I just can't hold myself back and watching the traffic. Well, it's not much of not much traffic in our street, but yeah. Well, at some point, even with all those apartment houses, you know your neighbors, right? So I would be well informed, but who has time for this? And really, to be honest, I really don't want to be too well informed because, yeah, some things I don't want to know, right? So let's see how we get this here, the tiniest bit in shape with the die cut. Because it just looks a bit wrong at the moment. Bit off here, maybe. Yeah. I guess that'll do. Yeah. So like this. Adding a bit more down here and Y. So. And the last piece, this. I also will have to shape later, so I'm tearing this off the tiniest bit longer for now. I hope the double-sided tape will stick. I really don't trust this any double-sided tape too much for gluing, but actually I have no other way to glue down acetate or plastic to my junk journals than using double-sided tape. I looked up Barley Arts glue. Well, I first I tried what's it called? Art glitter glue, right? Yeah, didn't work really well, and yeah, it didn't dry completely. I did a test gluing, and this didn't dry for almost a week, so yeah, doesn't work. And Barley Arts glue it's really expensive here. Not going to use this. Not going to happen. Well, if someone wants to send me some Barley Arts glue, I wouldn't say no to this. But even if, let's say, the lovely Han would buy some Barley Arts glue for me and send it to me in the mail, the glue, including the shipping, would be also about 40 euros. Ridiculous. I'm not going to do this. Let's see. Oh, I love it. Maybe I will have to shorten the sides a bit. Yeah. Just a few millimeters. Well, oh, okay, there is some tape on there. So let's do it like this and roughen it up a bit. So it just still looks like torn. So these are my deckled edge kids play whatever scissors. They come in handy now and then, but I like it to look more natural actually. And this will be overlapping, I guess. Ooh, but it looks nice when it's overlapping. I like it. Like it, like it. So let's do it like this. So we need more. I'm gonna be trying, this is the fat tape. I'm gonna be trying and gluing this down to the page, combining double-sided tape and art glitter glue, because the art glitter glue should seep into the paper the tiniest bit, so I hope so, and thus dry maybe in a few days. I don't know. Let's do it like this. Yeah, Juju, see, and this is why I yeah. it's a bit hard to say this nicely. I really don't want to go too often to family meetings because I think it's terrible. Did you hear this? And did you hear that? And she has, and he has. Really, talk with the people, don't tell me. If you don't like what they're doing, just tell them. So, I guess I will have to keep you updated if this will work, because it will take some time to dry. Dang it. This and another strip. Ooh, yeah. Up to, yeah. Oh, I cut the angle the wrong side. So pressing this on, hoping it will just stay. See, the other thing with this tissue tape is the glue most of the time just gets gooey, liquidish at some point. No, it's really disgusting. So I hope this, I got this actually in the hardware store, so I hope this is a better glue put on here. It still was cheap-ish, but if you buy such things at Amazon or yeah, even Temu, I guess you can be pretty sure it's just trash. It's not doing a good job. I can do this later. So let's glue the pocket on here. bit more to the left, like so. So I will have the overlap. More grunge. Yes. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Just the tiniest bit of an overlap here. You can't even see it without knowing. So the grunge on this Spanish side is just growing. Love it. So, and I guess I'm just going in with my marker and do a bit more painting only at the edges here. So it's, yeah, another frame sort of, I'd say. Just going in the tiniest bit. So. And also, I decided this journal actually will be my prototype for the Wraith Wood journal I wanted to make, because, silly me, I was too lazy, excuse me, to just use, like I would usually do, Amazon packaging, so a shipping bag. Make this into a Z fold and then just mat the prints on top. I just printed everything to cardstock, glued it together to one long strip and folded it. And of course, my cardstock is tearing at the folds already. So I guess I'm going to be making another. And this time, doing it properly. You know, if you want to have something that should be a bit long-lasting, being lazy is not the go-to option. See here, the tiniest bit more. And maybe down here. This. Hello. So, I don't know, I guess my daughter is coming in. Oh, this is my daughter. So, you get the concept. We made this pocket. Hallo, meine Süße, and my granddaughter. I will be back maybe tomorrow morning with Pam. We made this pocket here. Let me get some black cardstock first. So like this. And I really like the embossing idea. Lovelies, thanks for sticking with me. And yeah, doing the substitution for Pam, hardly. I see you tomorrow morning. Bye, lovelies.